Hello and welcome to another Tech Ninja Tales. My name is John Godabed and I am Final Boss Fight's resident Tech Ninja. You find me here on the steps of the Dojo. And before we get started with today's exploration into something new, I'm going to show you some of the upgrades that I made to the logistics system that I showed off last time. First up, I moved the crafting table because there's a connection here, or there was a connection here to the pipe behind it. So whenever I was requesting things with this logistics pipe, they would go into the crafting station as it counts as an inventory, and they wouldn't come out the crafting pipe or the request pipe as I thought they would. So I had to move that over into that corner. That allowed me to put the covers on the facades on the pipes through here, just so that it looks a bit more covered up. I know that it's not the right covers for the materials that are used up here. I might need to go round with a thing and change some of the materials that I've used in the dojo to things that actually are facadeable. And then downstairs I've changed the pipes for the barrels because you can only pipe into the top. I thought that was the thing that had been fixed with logistics pipes, that they were smart enough to handle it, but they're not, at least not without upgrading them, which seemed more of a hassle than fixing them this way. So now that they go into the top, and I've also put supplier pipes or provider pipes underneath, and the provider pipes will provide anything that is in the inventory to the system, exactly the same as the supplier modules. But obviously, because these barrels are requesting the item at the top, I don't need to worry about leaving anything in there. So the system doesn't care where things go. Probably means I can actually throw so I was worried that they were getting terminated when they shouldn't be, but that's because they were trying to go to the default route, and the default route is the last place that any item goes. So the default route over here obviously is the last place that any item will ever try to get into. If the default route, if there's a terminus module like this, it means that it will throw things into that before we hit the default route. So it was deleting some of the things because they couldn't go into the barrels because I'd set up the pipe system wrong. If I put these away now, hopefully what I'll see, if I don't, I'm going to have to go and take them out of the terminus module again. What we should see is things I might have to rearrange some stuff. I think it's possibly because the terminus module is over here. I don't know, but for now, they go over there. I've also set up, running underneath the ground, pipes over to these chests, so now these are both connected to the network via simple provider modules. They won't ever get items put into them, but I can now pull the cobblestone or the smooth stone out with a simple provider. So if there's any auto crafting that requires cobblestone, that'll occur. If there's any, if I need to make a request for cobblestone, you can see it's in the network. I've got 3k stacks, 3k of it, so there's plenty there for me to request. But today I'm going to explore something that normally I leave up to Sean to handle, but I want to give it a go myself, and I am going to explore the new wonders of Thaumcraft and magic in general. Where's my stick? I asked for a stick, and a stick is gone. Let's ask for another. Oh, I'm having fun with this logistics pipe network, I'll tell you something. Let me go grab a stick myself. Sure, I'll find those sticks somewhere later. So obviously the first step to Thaumcraft is the same as it's always been. We need a wand. It's changed up slightly in that that is now the recipe for the wand. So you need to make the iron caps first, and then a stick in the middle makes you the simplest of wands. But then place down a bookshelf and we get the Thaumanomicon. And obviously this has changed rather spectacularly. So I'm going to have to first of all build a place to do magic, as I can't do magic in the dojo. I'm going to go build a wizard's tower. Oh, there's my sticks. Where'd they gone? I put my wand away. I'm going to go build a wizard's tower on the other side of the volcano. And jump cut several hours later, and we have an impressive Mage Tower. Look at the Mage Tower. I am really... Ow. I really kind of like how this one turned out, and if I could get to it, that would be amazing. I've not put the glass in the windows just yet. I do need to grab some for that, but I just really wanted to show off my Mage Tower. I need to work on this entrance a little, and obviously put some stuff inside, but we've got a Mage Tower, so down here I can put Thaum stuff, and then I think I might need to make a floor with an elevator somewhere else. Might need to move the elevator so that I can fit in an infusion table, because I know some of the things that we need to do for crafting some of the stuff. I don't know if I've screwed myself over and made it big enough now that I'm looking at the internal size of the rooms. Might actually where did the elevator? Oh, there they are. So I should be able to fit a setup in here. We'll see when we get to that. The first step that I need to do, other than possibly grabbing some more glowstone to patch the hole in the ground, is make the thermometer, which will allow me to start collecting research points and start researching the wonders of the arcane. So if we have a quick look in the Nomicon with research, you can obviously read all this in your own Thaumanomicon if you're following along, but we need one of every shard, some glass, and some gold. I don't know how important the order of the shards is, whether I can just get away with throwing them in. Yeah, I didn't think that would be the case. So with this, I can go around and try and oh, I don't have the research for that. Sign, can I do sign? No. Clay. No, nothing can be learned from clay. Grass. Dirt. Do I do dirt? I can do dirt. So now I have to go around and work out what all the stuff is. So I'll be back in another few hours. Oh, Saxum. I've discovered Saxum. Be right back, guys. Okay, I've gone around and done a bunch of scanning. There's still a lot that needs to be scanned. I can't scan an arrow out of the air. Can I get at the chest yet? Oh, vacuous. Ow, bugger. Knock off. Knock off. I am going to push Chris that we update the server as... Oh, bloody hell. As Thaumcraft has actually updated a lot and got a new point release since we updated the server last. One quick thing to mention. I laid out a quick Infusion setup in my Mage Tower, and noticed that the ground floor level where I'd been planning to put it was not big enough. So I've gone around and quickly expanded the ground floor level of the Mage Tower to allow me to fit in a Infusion altar. I've not actually got an Infusion altar yet, but once I get an Infusion altar, it will actually fit into the Mage Tower now. I do not have the things for bread. So I need to keep scanning things. I also really need to go find another chicken and get another feather. So that I can get another scribing tool, so that I can carry a scribing tool around with me, and if I find anything out as I'm researching, I write it down. Because I've got a couple of them, the iron chest, and I just scanned the... Was it when I scanned the regular chest? I think I got a thing that said, you found something, but you had no way to write it down. Basically, that means that you'd get research notes, and that allows you to research in the research table. Quickly go and show you my research table. Creepers are gonna go. Boom. There's a zombie behind me. Angry zombie with a turtle on its head. Well, you would be too. Why aren't you dying? Oh, sod you then. I did take out a little pool that was in front of my base here. There's a hole in my wall. Delilah, Delilah. So this is the research table, and it's got the scribing tools in it. I can take those. Actually, I can take them out and carry them around with me. But basically, we put all of the research all of the aspects here, and then research. Oh, okay. I don't have any more lux, do I? How do I make lux? Not in that one, it's in aspects of magic. Lux is air and ignis. So air, combine that with ignis. I get some lux. Get rid of those, put the lux back in, and I've researched Nitor. Might need to do something about this table as it's facing entirely the wrong way, but I don't know if I can actually flip it in any way. But that is how research worked in this version of Thaumcraft. If we do manage to update the server, research has completely changed, so that will be pointless to have shown you guys. But I will be back another time once I've done more research. Farewell. And I might put another weapons and tools stand up here so that I can put some things away up here. This is a room I've not entirely decided what to do with just yet. It's basically, I can either split it in two and have it do two different things, or I might keep it as one big room concentrating on stuff. But basically, as we go along, I'm sure I'll find stuff to put up in here. And then down here we've got the main floor of the dojo, which has got the entrance. This is thermal expansion room. So at the moment I've only got the pulverizer and the redstone furnace and the fluid transposer and magma crucible. I've got the very, very basics, all running from hardened energy conduits that I've run through the wall. Really